So, guys, as always, I have good news and bad news. Well, I'm going to start off with the bad news. The bad news is, even though I haven't a lot of Toro, I still can't get it to level 16, so that sucks. The good news is, I can get Fukui's new move unlocked, which will help me out so much in the tournaments. I found two of these guys, so we're going to unlock it now. Yeah. The next one is going to be Evasive Impact, which I'm excited to get. And hopefully I can use this thing soon, although it's not going to be looking likely. But today I'm thinking about getting into some PvP. I am at 5182 now, so I want to get to at least 5400. So welcome back to Jurassic World Alive. As always, the plane and helicopter is just gonna interrupt me while I need to record or film, so that's lovely. Yep, thank you. Yep, thank you. Lovely. Anyway, since some of these battles are not going to be live, I guess, because I was a dumbass and forgot to unmute my microphone, I guess now I have to just do a voiceover. And since the plane won't shut up about it, now I'm going to just, well, I guess I'm just going to rank the YouTubers of Jurassic World Alive. So I have a list right here of all the people that I need to rank, and let me just pull it up. And these are just like, I'm not going to be putting in my own personal biases. I'm just going to be putting in, like, where I think their channel stands, that sort of thing. But right here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 YouTubers. It's, I don't know if I'm going to be including all of them. But first of all, I'm going to be starting off with Powerful Rubbish. I'm like, I like the videos. He's one of those people that use very off meta teams, which I appreciate. His battles are nice, and like the only thing that really kind of annoys me is the fact that he puts in like very calm music or something like that. But I guess it's his choice. You could put in like any kind of music, but if it were me, I'd either put in like some kind of like more like chill but upbeat music, or just commentary. I think his videos are good. He did say he had plans to do more with the channel, which I'm excited for. But I don't really know if there's anything to say. Like, the thumbnails, they've gotten better. I will say that. Like, I think he started to play around with, making his own thumbnails instead of just screenshots, which I appreciate. So I'm going to be putting him on the B tier. The only thing is, like, he hasn't uploaded in a while and he doesn't really commentate, but that, I don't really mind that too much. The only reason why I'm putting him on B tier is, so because it's another channel that just uploads like battle videos, and I'll probably put him like higher in the B tier, but we'll see at the end of the video. I have my microphone positioned in a lot of different ways, so I really don't know how my voice sounds. I don't know if it's gonna sound ugly or whatnot, but I think everything should be good to go now. I'm gonna kick off the next ranking with the Gaming Beaver. Alrighty, I'm gonna probably put him in low A, maybe high B. The only reason why he's not S tier is because a lot of people within the Jurassic World Alive community hype him up, and they, what's the word? I think he's pretty much the best, but I can understand the reasons as to why. He pretty much has like the perfect foundation for a Jurassic World Alive video, or just how to do like what you want to do if you want to make content like this. He does face cams, he does commentary, he adds music, he edits, he makes great thumbnails. So he pretty much ticks off all the boxes that, a Jurassic World Alive YouTuber would want to tick off. The only thing, again, like I said, that he doesn't really, it's like, he's a good dude. Every time I've talked to him, he's really fun to just chat with. He's a really humble guy. He's a good dude. But it's just the way people overhype him, and just, I don't know, that's pretty much why I'm putting him in the low A tier. But other than that, he doesn't really do anything negative that pisses me off too much. Maybe some of the plays he does in Jurassic World Alive, but again, he's playing this game for fun. He's not playing it competitively, so I can't really hawk on him too much for that. So for now, I'm putting him in the low A tier. Alright, right now, on to the next ranking. I'm going to go on to IDGT. And just to kick off, I don't really have anything against IDGT, like, extremely personally. I have my fair share of gripes with him. A lot of people, especially lately, have considered him like my quote unquote rival, which I mean, I just laugh at. But before, if anyone from AP is watching, I just want you to know, this is not an attack on IDGT. This is strictly video criticism. Nothing like no personal criticism. Nothing. I am just strictly ranking the YouTube side of things. Oh my God, the plane is back for a second round. Thank you. This this is this is ridiculous. It's like it's coming to fuck with me here. That's nice. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, IDGT. I have nothing against the guy personally, but I think his content had this plane, this helicopter will not shut up. It's like it saw the planes, it saw the trains, the cars, and it's like, you know what? Let me get a quick cameo so I can fuck around with them. Oh, it's getting louder as well. That's truly the moment of all time. Oh, and it's thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I get it now. Yeah, you fly past me, bitch. The struggles of being a YouTuber, guys. Oh yeah, that right there is quality. Plane. Oh, and we got a plane coming as well. Fuck me. Okay. Oh, okay. It's finally going. IDGT. So I don't really want to say. I don't want to say anything negative about him, but I'm not ranking the person. I'm ranking the channel. IDGT. His content has gotten a little stale. Not a little stale. It has gotten stale. Because it's most of his battles consist of wins and hardly any losses, but which is what I want to see. I want to see some losses. I want to see some wins, but I just don't want to see constant Clever Girl 3-0ing, people. And his excuse is pretty much just, oh, Clever Girl is, the best dino in the game and there's nothing we can do about it. That may be true, but you can at least still show all other one-off battles that don't include that, or just, battles in general. But, I guess there's nothing you can do about that. His thumbnails are a little bit iffy. I don't really like them. It's just a bunch of PNG images plastered onto a fake background. I'm not a fan of that. If you're going to make a thumbnail, go big or go home, I say. But, oh my God, there's something. Is that another plane? I'm just going to ignore it. It's the best thing to do. Okay, so where would I put IDGT? Probably in the C tier. I like, my own personal biases against him aside, like a lot of people think he's the best player in the game, and I don't really like to say that. Like, when we're talking about best player, we're talking about. I mean, I guess you could say he's the best player in terms of how many leaderboard wins he's gotten, but again, I'm not ranking that. I'm ranking the channel. So channel, I think, should be in the C tier because there's no commentary. There's hardly any losses. There's no music. There's no editing, hardly. I already say the thumbnails are not really too good. Thumbnails are not really too good. So, and he kind of just uploads Strike Tower videos and then the occasional PvP showcase, which, whatever. So I'm going to be putting him in the C tier. That's just my take on him. Let me know what you might think. But that's really what I think. Like, my own personal biases are almost getting to me, but I'm trying not to let that get in the way too much. The next YouTuber I have is Jurassic World Alive Clips, or you might know him as the Max. I'm gonna put him in the S tier, and the reason for this is he's basically what Powerful Rubbish is. He's what Powerful Rubbish is, if you amped it up by times 30. This dude's content was so fun back in the day. I know me and my friend Sonic and TG, we enjoyed watching his content back in the day because it's just some nice nostalgic memories of what Jurassic World Alive used to be, and it's just the fun times. He had really nice and fun off meta teams against these very meta teams. He had very skilled plays. He was active in the community. He was just an overall chill dude, and I do kind of want to put him in the A or B tier just because he doesn't have that commentary. But his videos were just like enticing enough because he would like upload highlight clips of some of the members of his team, like Stegoceratops, Phorosora, Brutus, especially. I love those videos. The boost battles, like those videos were super fun and nice to watch, and I thoroughly enjoyed them, especially to this day. Like, you know, whenever I'm working or whatnot, and I have to like type something down, I'll just put up like a video in the background, and then, you know, have that. Not that I do that on every occasion, but that's, you know, when I'm really just feeling bored. But other than that, I mean, I think he's really cool. I mean, he doesn't upload anymore, which sucks. So I'm probably gonna put him in the low S tier, maybe low A tier. But that's my take on him. I think the videos are really fun to watch, and he does put a good amount of losses in them as well, which is, oh, I can always appreciate that. All right, next dude. Before I forget, the Jurassic noob. Oh boy. So the other day, I'm recording this on a Monday, and he uploaded this video, I think, on a Friday or Saturday. This guy has, I I really don't know how to explain this without roasting the shit out of him, but at the same time, I, you gotta, like, the person is behind the channel. So the Jurassic noob, you might know him. Like, I think he goes by TJ Noob YT, or now Lexi Santos, which is very, very weird. I thought his channel was hacked for a second, but I think it's just him. So he's a very weird character. He's, how do I explain it? Not the brightest person when it comes to Jurassic World Alive. I remember a year ago or a year and a half ago, he made a video explaining why he thought Jurassic World Alive was not pay to win, and he just thought of it as pay to advance. And when he starts yapping, he gives like the most, just like the stupidest, like, not criticisms, but the most stupidest examples known to man. He's deleted all of them now, because, well, not deleted, he's put the memberships only, and I can't think of a single troglodyte who would pay $5 or whatever, or God knows how much it is on YouTube memberships, but I can't imagine what kind of homunculus would pay that much money to watch a shit-ass video. So he made a video explaining why he thought Jurassic World Live was not pay to win, more like pay to advance. Then he gave like some dumbass examples from Fortnite, and then I can't get over it. The 2K example where he was like, this streamer paid, you know, someone to give him a win. Like, and then he said that's pay to win. No, you dumbass. That's like what pay to win is. The context here is you're paying the game microtransactions, lots of money, to get higher creatures, more resources, to get yourself higher up. And again, it's not just the money. You got to have the skill as well to know how to use these creatures. Like, I mean, when we're talking about CG and that sort of thing, I mean, it's kind of just, you know, one tap, that's it. But like, when it comes to other creatures, you kind of need to know how to play with them. It's just not a, you know, mindless play. So that's why his example to this day still pisses me the hell off, because it's just such a dumbass example. And I asked my friends around a year ago when that video was uploaded, because they play Fortnite. I don't. I've never played it, but I've heard of it. And they said, no, that's not how it works. He's just a dumbass. And I was like, oh, okay, I figured that one out. You didn't need fucking Albert Einstein on the case. But yeah, that's the first time where I was like, okay, this guy isn't really too good. Then, like, later on, around like the Giganix meta, Compsoraptor meta, this was around like 2.17, he had like the most meta team at the time. He had like Referentum, I mean, he had Thor, which wasn't really meta, but, you know, it's viable. He had Thor, he had, what is it, Skuna something, Scorpius Rex. Like, he had a very good team. He had Rexy, level 30, all level 30 max boosted. And this dude was still in, like, library around 5,200. Around the time, like, 11 months ago, I had a level 21 Compsraptor, level 21 D-Sung, level 30 Spix, and I almost made it to New Bar Shores. So, again, there's an obvious skill difference there. He just does not know how to play the game, and then he wants to blame it on Ludia and blame everyone else, but he doesn't want to take accountability and, you know, listen to criticism when someone's saying, you're playing a little bit of shit. I don't know why you're blaming everyone but yourself. But, you know, that's the second example. And then later on, he just cannot take criticism. The thing that did strike me though was back when after I left the Gaming Beaver Alliance, he also left, not because the alliance wasn't doing too good, not because things like drama. He left the alliance because Beaver didn't give him credit for the raid. I think on a live stream. He for context, I think it was me, David, and Noob that jumped in the raid with Beaver, helped him out. Beaver gave me a shout out. He gave David a shout out, but he forgot Noob. And this was the character villain origin story of like Jurassic Noob. Like in the distance, you can just hear the Prowler theme, and I was like, okay, this guy really left the alliance because he didn't get credit for you know, being in the red. I'm like, I personally don't care about credit, so that's why I was like, okay, fuck this guy. And then the other day, he made a video explaining how he got banned, and I explained to him some things that were off in his videos, such as Beaver, as like IDGT, having a lot of, like, getting like accounts free to him, which I know isn't true. He does get his own account, but Ludia does give them content creator accounts. And it's just so dumb. I'm not going to explain the entire thing, but I'm going to put Noob in like the lowest tier, F tier. I just, he's an idiot. I don't like him at all. Okay, the next guy. I'm actually just going to go through most of them. Swamp Kid. I'm going to put Swamp Kid in the S tier. This is one of my best friends. He's pretty much what got me into making content myself. And I just love his older videos. I think the only thing that I think he could have done better was include a little bit more losses because they had, his videos had a lot of wins, but his thumbnails were enticing, his titles were definitely enticing, his videos were super fun to watch, I had a blast watching them, so I'm going to put him in the S tier. Justin Robertson, another one of my good friends, he's pretty much the reason where I'm at today in terms of knowing more of the community. I know Sites, I know Skiffic, and without him I wouldn't have known them two, and without them two I wouldn't have known everyone else in that sort of like little spectrum. Justin, I'm gonna give him high A tier because probably the highest of A tier because Justin, whenever he makes a video and he loses, he just goes absolutely off. He rages. It's hilarious, and I enjoy watching his videos. I know my friend Monster Bacon also watches his videos, and it's hilarious to laugh at and just be like, okay, Justin. But he's overall a good dude, and I might collab with him later on in the future. I'm going to have to just hit him up on Discord, but overall, good dude. I'm going to put him in the A tier. And speaking of Monster Bacon, I'm also going to put Monster Bacon in the B tier. I think Bacon is definitely on the rise. He has some good battles, and now he's starting to talk more, which I appreciate. So he's definitely on the rise, and maybe later on, as he builds a bigger fan base, he's going to be higher up. So I'm putting him in the B tier. Next up, who do I have? I think I'm going to have Akamonte on the list. Actually, no. I'm going to put Alien New. Alien New and Pokefodder in S tier. The reason why I'm putting these two in S tier, Alien New is the content creator I can go to when I need to know more about what's coming, the updates. His videos are super useful for hybrid. So if there's a new Apex hybrid coming, I can use the stats he provides off that, apply it to what's coming, and then gather a little bit of intel on what I think or how much I'm going to need to unlock said Apex. He's a very chill dude. I've had him on plenty of my own video pieces. Very nice guy, humble dude. So I'm putting him in the S tier. Pokefodder as well, putting him in the S tier. Same reasons for Alien New and the Max. He was great dude, very active in the community, provided very helpful videos, very insightful. So I'm putting him in the S tier as well. Another YouTuber I'm going to put here. I'm sorry for rushing this a little bit. I just don't want to go off on a tangent. But I think I'm missing someone else. Yeah, Akamonte. I'm gonna put this guy in low A, high B. He's a Spanish YouTuber. And his thumbnails are very bright. It's his thumbnails when you look at them. You can look at Beaver's thumbnails, be like, that's him. You could look at Newt's thumbnails, be like, yep, that's New. But there's something about Akamonte's thumbnails that you can look at and you can instantly tell that those are his thumbnails, which I appreciate. I don't understand too much Spanish, but he does talk. He does provide face cam. So I'm actually gonna put him in the A tier.
I just really don't know what else to say because I don't watch his videos too much. I'm not really involved in like the Jurassic World Live community YouTube spectrum that much, so that's why he's an A tier. The next YouTuber I'm putting on the list, my personal favorite. Let me see. Posamon. Posamon was undoubtedly the best Jurassic World Live YouTuber in my opinion. He did a lot of podcasts with my friend, and he did great videos, very insightful videos. And his videos are basically, he got camp commentary, face cam, everything. Thumbnails, titles, you name it, he got it. I'm putting him in the S tier because of that. Just super all around, super, like, great videos. So that's why I'm putting him in the S tier. Bagoey, I'm putting in the, D tier. His videos are just very, very bad. I don't really respect the guy too much. I think I don't really respect him. I think he got his account banned at one time, but then he got a new account. You can look through his old videos where he has like a level 18 Stegoceratops and then has like level 21. He definitely got banned. I don't respect the guy at all. I've commented on a few of his videos because I just wanted to see like what he does. But he includes nothing but wins, and he blurs out the names as well, which is dumb because why. So he's in the D tier. Pro C. Okay. I've come to respect this guy a little bit more throughout the months. I did not like at first. Me and him talked a lot. Then after a while, some things got out, and I was like, okay, that's not cool. I don't really respect him. But as more things have thinned out, and as time I've got to know him a little bit more, he's chill. He's all right. I don't really. We're not the best of friends. He's that we talk a little bit. He comments on my videos. I don't really when I see his video I can comment, but I've come to respect him. He's got a grind. The dude is committed. He's got 60,000 subscribers, so I can definitely respect that. I'm gonna put you in the low B tier just because, you don't upload too much Jurassic World Live content, but I can put you in the B tier because I just respect the huge grind, and that's what I like to see. He does have decent videos. He's definitely the first to get some. Sorry. He's definitely the first to get the most popular ones out, so I can respect him for that. Okay, the next one. Have I really gone through everybody? Powerful Rubbish, Beaver, IDGT, Postpone, yeah. Okay, the last one. This is the last YouTuber on the list, and I'm gonna say it right now. Fuck this guy, because he's the reason why I almost got terminated back in 2020. For this is I forgot your name. The Nerdy Nomad. I hate this guy to the bottom of. Okay, for context, he and I used to talk. I used to be in his alliance, and this was when I first started content creation, and I was like, hey, what do I do for this video? I asked him for video ideas or video tips, and he gave them to me. And in one of my first Mortem Rex videos, it was the first or second one, I had a small edit or a small intro in the beginning of my video that was similar to his video. He saw that, and the video was still fair use. It was not a complete rip-off of his. It was still under fair use. And out of nowhere, he hits me up and says, Tiger, you need to delete that intro right now. Otherwise, I'm going to hit you with copyright infringement. And then he got another person, I think, to tell me to delete that video as well. He almost got my channel terminated. When I was at 40-something subscribers, he was at 600. Nobody cared what I did back then. A lot of people would believe him because he had way more clout than I did. Now look at me, bitch. I'm almost at 5,000. You're pretty much dead. Nobody watches you anymore. You're fucked. So, this is the biggest redemption arc for me now because I know I make way better shit than he does. And his content is dead. His channel is fucked. I don't respect the guy at all. You almost took down a 40 subscriber YouTube channel because they had a similar intro to yours. That's mind-boggling to me that he would think of something like that. Anyway, the F tier. that's what I'm gonna rate them. I'm gonna I'm gonna have to go so I can edit this because this has gone on for like 25 minutes now. That's gonna be a cut, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed this one. I definitely did. Yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.